Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sanjana and this week I'm going to show you how to make the flakiest cheese pie. If you haven't yet decided what you're making for Christmas dinner this year, then please consider this super flaky, crunchy, oozing in the middle cheese pie. It is loaded with 4 kinds of cheese and it's utterly delicious and so easy to prepare. I've been making this cheese pie now for about a year and each time I cook it, it evolves and takes on a new form. I like to add things and take things away, and what I'm going to share with you today is the final version, which I think is absolutely stunning. One really special thing that you'll want to do is to remove this cheese pie from the oven, and while it's still hot, drizzle it with a chili honey, and the sweetness of that honey complements the savoury saltiness of those cheeses so beautifully. And if you are a big fan of cheese boards and cheeses in general at Christmas, then this is going to be your ultimate show-stopping main course. I promise your guests will love it and you will love it and everyone will want seconds.
Let's start by making the cheese filling. First up, you'll need some cream cheese. Next, some deliciously sharp and briny Greek feta, crumbled. Some grated gouda or cheddar. Finally, I like to add some cubes of mozzarella. Not only does this help with binding, it also gives the pie a delicious melting quality. Some cooked sweet corn, because cheese and sweet corn are best friends. A touch of self-raising flour, which binds everything together and contains leavening for lightness and works in place of eggs. Some ground black pepper. Chopped flat leaf parsley for a touch of freshness, as well as some fresh thyme. Mix everything together until it's really well incorporated. This will be a thick, pasty mixture. A splash of milk will keep this pie super moist. Grease a large non-stick pan, bottom and sides, with extra virgin olive oil. Now mix together some salted butter and extra virgin olive oil. We're going to need this to brush our pastry. Let's start layering this pie. Press your first sheet of filo pastry into the frying pan. Brush this pastry all over with your butter and olive oil mixture. Now lay over your second sheet of filo pastry, placing it the opposite way round so that we get even coverage. Again, we're going to brush this all over with the butter and olive oil mixture. Be generous, this is what's going to give our pie its most deliciously golden crunch. Time for our third sheet of filo. As you can see, I'm alternating the placement of the filo pastry. Brushy brush. Don't forget to do the sides, the overhang at the edge of the pan. Sheet 4. I'm going to repeat this process until I've layered up 6 sheets of filo pastry in total. The base of our pie is now ready. It's time to add our creamy cheese filling. Press it all in until it's nice and even. The last thing I like to do is top this all off with some mozzarella, or if you prefer, you can add some cubes of salty halloumi. Now cover your cheese pie filling with another sheet of filo pastry. We're going to brush this up in the same way we repeated earlier. Repeat this a further 2 times until you have 3 sheets on top. Now for the fun part. We're going to scrunch up the pastry that hangs over the edges of the pie and bring them inwards, just like this. Brush 2 more sheets of filo pastry with the butter and olive oil mixture and then scrunch those up too. We'll be placing them on top. There's no need to be particularly neat with any of this, just scrunch it up and nestle the pastry in between the gaps. The last thing we need to do before this goes into the oven is to brush it with some more butter and olive oil just so that the top turns lovely and golden. A sprinkle of nigella seeds works so beautifully with the flavours of this pie. Off to the oven we go. This will take about 35 to 40 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. For the finishing touch, I have some warm honey, and to this we'll add some very finely chopped red chilli. This drizzle tastes incredible with the deeply savoury, salty cheese and melts right into the crackly filo pastry just as soon as it's out of the oven. And here is our fabulously flaky cheese pie. It's so hot from the oven, I'm going to drizzle it with the warm honey and chili mixture. Once you've poured over your sticky honey and chili drizzle, you'll want to allow your pie to rest out of the oven and cool down for about 20 minutes. Harsh, I know. It's a true test of patience. I like to serve this with a leafy green salad, some fresh cherry tomatoes and cucumber. It's also delicious alongside a herby salad like tabbouleh. All that's left to do is to slide the pie out of the pan and cut it into pieces as big as your heart desires. Just listen to this crunch.